What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 44 of the Thursday Night Indie Spotlight. I'm a I'm a little under the weather, Ben here. Episode number 44 of the Thursday Night Indie Spotlight. Let's get that echo out of there. There we go. Yeah, so been fighting a nasty cold this week, but persevering. I'm here to do another show for you guys this week. If you've never seen the Spotlight before, basically we grab a new game that came out during the week, new smaller title, fire it up for a little while, see what it's all about, see if maybe it's an under-the-radar game that we should be keeping our eye on. So you can find me on Twitter at Piccolo930, that's my PSN handle as well, Piccolo930, so you can find me there, gaming, as always. Tonight's game is Feist, as you can see. Oh, I'm saying that right, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I've actually been playing through this one a little bit. I'm reviewing it for the site. We'll have a full review of the game coming up here shortly. But a very, very cool looking title. It's developed by Bits and Beasts, I believe is there. Well, hello, Brent. Nice to see you this evening. Bits and Beasts. All right, make sure I got that right. Bits and Beasts is the developer, not Bits and Beats, as I was wavering between there. You can find them at Feist Game on Twitter, so you can follow all the happenings with the developer there. Finji also involved in this game in some way, maybe just involved in bringing it over to the consoles. Not sure what role they played in this, but they're another independent developer. You can follow them at Finji, Finjico, on Twitter. So check those guys out. Now, Feist is a very cool, very atmospheric game. We're going to get in here and see what it's all about. If fans of Playdead's titles, so Limbo, Inside, those kind of games, I think you guys are really going to get a kick out of Feist here. I mean, you can hear right from the title screen here the very atmospheric sounds that are going to be in this game. So we're going to hop into this from square one here, and we are going to see what this is all about. So let's sit back and watch this little intro here. And when I see these characters, I just think of the classic children's story, Where the Wild Things Are. If you're older like myself, I'm sure you remember. I'm sure your parents read it to you, or you read it yourself when you were younger. But that's the vibe I get from these creatures that are in this game here. There's actually a few trophies that I feel like allude to that as well, so it's kind of cool. And here we are. Use left stick to move. So you'll see just from the get-go here, we're going to move back and forth on the stick. Obviously, there's going to be some physics-based puzzles involved in this game. So we'll get our little box swaying back and forth here. There we go. Tumble away we go. X to jump. Very simple controls in this game. We're going to kind of... We can tumble our way down here. It's a little tricky to get over that log there. There we go. Boom. We have escaped from our prison. And this is us. This lovable little furball here. I mean, right off the bat, obviously the first thing you notice about this game is its incredibly striking visual style. Obviously, the atmospheric soundtrack you'll hear playing throughout the levels here, but the visuals and the style in this game, you know, it harkens back to a stylistic game of Limbo or Inside or that type of a caliber of Playdead. So it's that type of striking art that's in play here. So the shadows pressed against this kind of almost neon image, and the way the hair on these characters moves in the snow, it's a really cool looking game. So we're gonna start moving our way through here. Obviously we're in some type of a forest. just guessing from the beginning here, you know, you were probably taken captive by these creatures that are in here, or maybe you're even one of them. Yeah, you look very similar to them, so maybe this is almost a rite of passage for yourself. You got these flies here, which you can eat. I believe they're called midges in this game. You can kind of work your way through the trees as well, so this will be important to some puzzle-solving mechanics that come into play later. Yeah, but this soundtrack is definitely something you could put on in the background, just kind of vibe to, maybe even inspire yourself. Sounds like something I'd put on when I'm in deep thought. Yeah, but you can see the physics in play here. You jump on the pine trees, the needles fall off. It's really cool stuff there. This game's just so cool to look at. Now, interesting thing about these midges, obviously there's no HUD in this game. There's not really anything going on, but what you'll notice as you play is you're able to eat these up to a certain point. These are, I kind of look at these like the rings in Sonic the Hedgehog. As long as you've eaten some of these flies, then you'll have some life left. And you can take a few extra hits as a character. You know, there's nothing in the game that tells you this, but like I said, at some point you'll run out of being able to eat them. You'll take a few hits, then you'll eat some more, and then you can take a few more hits after that. So, see, like I can't eat this one anymore. I'm full. I have a full stomach, full health bar. We'll just have to keep that in mind as we're going through here. So here we're gonna encounter our first enemy. There's all types of creatures in this forest, and most of them unfriendly to our little fella here. Very striking character designs. You'll see the red splotches accented throughout the shadowy figures as well. Makes a very striking image. These mushrooms kind of protect us here. Yep. Oop. See, now I can eat some more of those flies because I took a hit. Right, these guys are tricky here. Okay. There's mud down in here, so it makes it difficult to jump, so I'll have to leap from this mushroom here. Oop. Oh, shoot. Let's get away from this thing. Alright, this I'm going to use the log for. Ugh, messed that up. Just gotta come over here. If I can leap out of here, I can eat these. Get some life back. Bypass those guys there. So you can see just very early on, this has that Playdead feel to it. It's got the atmospheric storytelling. There's no dialogue in this game. It's got the environmental storytelling, environmental puzzle solving, which is a hallmark of their games and really well done. So I like that it's being attempted here in Feist as well. Just think it's really cool how they kind of organically develop the puzzles in these kind of games. So we can pick up stuff with square, which is an important gameplay mechanic that will come into play throughout the game. These caterpillar creatures here, even until you hit them. So if you need to get them out of your way, just pop them with one of these pine cones you find around here. You'll be able to. See, like this guy's in the way where I need to jump, so we're gonna have to wake him up. See if I can get through here. Leave that guy asleep. Oh, we woke him up. Got these boulders here too, which you can pick up. They're a lot heavier than the pine cones. Drop objects or kick them. Use this to jump up here. That's the first level. So these levels can be quick. This one's the quickest one. The time to beat if you start speed running these levels, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's one of the other things I really like about this game too is there's only 10 levels in this game, but they've added some replayability with things like the time to beat or the speed running times, which some of them are really difficult. The trophies in this game are really cool. If you go through the trophy list or the achievement list, a lot of them really encourage you to play through the levels in different ways, which also adds some nice replayability as well. So just from that first level there, that's kind of the basics of what we're working with here. But as with these games, they'll continue to layer new puzzle elements in, new enemies, new obstacles for us to try and figure out. So we'll see some cool stuff in this second level here as well. So you've already tried speedrunning the first level, eh? Yeah, and the first level is the easy one. So some of these levels, they're much more difficult, much more things, much more going on. So I would imagine the first level is probably the easy one to get through. All right, now you'll see here the kind of tripwire traps, the dart traps as they're called in this game. You gotta look out for those. This part's kind of tricky right here because we gotta trip this so I can get up there, but we gotta do it in a way that I won't get hit. Whew. I seriously died like a million times at that part. I just could not figure out a way to get that thing to trip without me getting hit. You just gotta do it at just the right angle. Alright, let's get past Sleeping Beauty there. See if I can make this jump. Not quite. Set one of these up here. So there's logical things you can do in this game, obviously, like, hey, I can't get that high, so let's stack stuff up here. I can just run and jump from here. There we go. Alright. Oh, no. Nope. Didn't go as planned. Luckily, there's some midges up here I can chew on. Yeah, if you can, just leave those caterpillar guys asleep. Usually they're in a position, though, where you gotta wake them up so they move out of the way. Oh, ha! Got me on the teeter-totter there. And they do little tricky stuff like that. Which, that kind of stuff happened to me all the time when I was playing Inside. As you're going through, you trip something you didn't know was there, and you gotta go back and remember it when you get back there. Also, like Inside, game generous with the checkpoints, so it never gets overly frustrating if you run into something you weren't expecting. Alright, we got those tripped. Another one here. Whenever I find stuff laying around to pick up, I always carry it around with me. I feel like there's something coming up where I'm gonna need it. What's this? Oh. This is our first boss character, if you will. They call these guys beasts. Oh. Got him. So I noticed that trap was down here from the from playing it previously, but when I originally played this level, I got down here to this guy and I could not figure out what was going on. Excuse me. I saw this guy roasting a, creature or whatever who looks kind of like me. And then I woke him up. He came after me, just started beating the hell out of me. I grabbed a stick down here at some point, started attacking him. There's sticks here you can pick up. That didn't do much. Then eventually I realized I could come under here, lure him over this way, and hit him with the dart trap. Oh boy. There's also these earthquakes that happen at the end of these levels that you kill a beast in. And if you don't get out of here in time, you can get caught in it. I'm not sure if this is one of the levels that'll do it to you, though. That's the end of that level. So I love the beast battles that you run into throughout the game. There's several of them dispersed throughout the game. They throw little quirks in at you that you got to try and figure out. So they're really cool battles for the most part. All right. Tripwire there. Don't see anything to throw into it, so I'm just gonna jump over it. And more of these guys, eh? If I can, I'm going to do that. I love these sticks here. These are cool. The animation when those things disintegrate is awesome too. Alright, so we've got this boulder here. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Oh, it was poorly timed. Jump up here as well. Just a really striking game. It's funny too, because I didn't even know this thing was coming out. I had no idea. I hadn't heard much about this game until this week, actually. Usually we try and stay on top of this stuff. www.shortpause.com, that's the website. Short Pause Gaming Podcast comes out every Monday. We talk about this stuff all the time as we break down the week in gaming on our show. And I just don't remember hearing much about Feist. But this has been just a really cool game so far. Like I said, especially Playdead fans, you gotta check this out, and this is right up your alley. This guy's kind of in an awkward position. I wonder if I can... That branch is in the way there too. If I can find something to wake him up. This pine cone will do. If I can hit him at this angle here. Ah, way to go. Yeah, there we go. Ah, damn it. Nope. Yeah, let me stop these notifications from popping up on here. Alright. Like I said, when you see these sticks, pick these up. These are your best friend. This gives you some weaponry to use here. It's really satisfying destroying these things. This thing, like I said, they put these things in, they put them in the way. They know you're gonna have to wake these guys up and get them to move. I keep airmailing the pine cone. It's almost like Brent's throwing the pine cones. Alright, I'm just gonna have to go over him. Hey, I'm only speaking the truth, man, right? For those of you that don't know, Brent's a fantastic grenade thrower. I mean, legendary. For the way he's able to just toss ammunitions with little to no regard for anybody's life on his team. So one of two things happens when Brent throws a grenade. It either hits one of us. Oh, and here's the fly. This is a fun enemy. The grenade either hits one of us, or it just hits a wall. So, much like I've done with the pine cone so far here. This guy. There's a very cool mechanic with the flies. I won't spoil it right now. If I get to that level, I'll talk about it then, but try and block myself from their needle action here. Run, little man, run. Ah. Alright. This guy's gonna force me to get mean. Come here. Ah. Not mean to do that. Eat some of these things. Oh boy, another one of these guys. This guy's out for blood. Yeah, these beast characters are, they don't play around. I'm gonna fight back. I'm scared of you. Maybe a little bit. They're quick too. Don't let their size fool you. Oh. Don't. Shots in on this guy. Oh, is he gone? Alright. Yeah, those big guys are a lot of fun. How they just toss you around like a rag doll. Alright, now we come to a very tricky part that took me a while to get past. We'll see if I can do it again here. But if you'll notice in these trees here, there's these furry, almost coconut-looking things. Well, you can knock these things down, and you can stack them. I'm gonna try and stack this about right here. I'm gonna go see if I can get the rest of these. Probably one of the other things I should mention about this game, much like Inside, you know, it's not a game that that you want to watch if it's something that you want to experience or figure out. That's really the fun of these games. You know, there's no, like I said, there's no dialogue, there's no really visual cues or any of that kind of stuff. You're just kind of organic way that the environment speaks to you. So, no, I would definitely recommend experiencing this game fresh. So, if you're that type of gamer, I think you've seen enough of this game just to know what kind of game this is going to be. So, wouldn't watch too much more of this if you want the you know, unsullied experience when you go in and play it for yourself, which I definitely recommend doing. Like I said, it's a cool game. This one's tricky to get. I had trouble with this one before. There we go. I thought there was 4 of these things. So I'm missing something. I'm going to attempt to get on this thing here. So close yet so far. Come on, little man. Ugh. Alright, might just be a tad bit off in terms of where we want to place these. Nope. This is gonna work. Oh, you extended the ledge like this? It's a good idea. When I was playing it before, I stacked them up right here. Stood on top of them and jumped over. I think that probably works much better though. Stacking thing here. Onward we go. So that's really a prime example of some of the environmental puzzle-solving storytelling that's at play in this game. Oops. Alright, we made it. Hey, I got a trophy for, what's that one? For not dying in this level, I think? Yeah, cool. As you can see, it just took me, um, does it take me 14 minutes? This is my best time, 19 minutes, 38 seconds. I don't know. So it either took me 14 minutes or it took me 20 minutes to get through that level. The time to beat is 4 minutes in this level. I don't even know how that's possible. That's crazy. But, something to strive for, I guess. Alright, let's move on to the next level. Get this little cutscene every few levels where we check in with our beasts. We also get a glimpse at some of the boss characters that we'll be encountering later. Which is kind of neat. Hey, we see that guy there. Teleporting dude. All right, we'll do one more level here. Like I said, I don't want to take too much, spoil too much of this game. It's a game that that everybody should go out and experience. I mean, obviously, if you want to just watch and check it out, that's cool. But I don't want to play too much because it's not a terribly long game. I love this level though with the rain. Very, very cool. It's just such a cool game to look at. I mean, it's a beautiful game. Now this is the level with the fly. Alright. This is a super cool level. Love this one. My trusty stick here. There he is. When I first read the directions to this level, I was like, grab a fly. I was like, what are they talking about? Let's see if I can do this very cool maneuver, which will earn you a trophy. If you can pull it off. It's grabbing one of these dudes out of the air. Ah. Come on. There we go. Now you have the fly's weaponry at your disposal, which is awesome. You start taking out enemies, especially ones that you couldn't before. You can take out these flies themselves. There you go. You gotta kind of hit the flies right in the eye. You gotta take the kind of trajectory of the stinger into account too. So it makes it a little more difficult to use. Ah, damn it. Not what I want it to do. Ugh. You got me. That was poorly done on my part, and didn't want to just leave both of those guys right next to each other. So I couldn't even jump over them. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, come here, fly. Let's go. Look how awesome this looks. You got the water in the foreground, you got the rain, you got this really cool shadow art style. Just love the way this looks. Alright. Nope. Oh no. Oh, they're both dead. Oh yeah. Be prepared to die in this game. That's how you learn how to get from one point to the next. I'm gonna try and get between these. There we go. Damn it. Man, I'm getting rocked right now. Got him. Oh, damn it. This SOB got me. Yeah, those flies are tricky. They're really clever with the way they maneuver in and out of you. Man. Just poorly timed throws. It's part of this game, though. You gotta take the physics into account. Oh, he shot down his buddy for me. Oh no. Jeez. Man, I'm just getting rocked. It's tricky when they throw the multiple flies at you. That's when it really gets hairy. Man. Got him. Alright. Jeez. Alright. A little bastard. Ugh. Okay. Oh no, I killed the things I was supposed to eat. Smooth move. Got him good. Oh boy. One of our buddies here. Oh. This is one of the glitches I ran into in this game. I'm gonna see if it shows up on the stream here, where it goes completely black like this in certain situations. I don't know if this is gonna continue me where I left off or where I left off in my other game. Yeah, no, it's gonna continue me back here. That's not good. Yeah, so for some reason on the PS4 version, I've never had it happen to me in that level, but there's one particular level where if I were to grab a fly and shoot one of these inchworm enemies in the certain spot, the whole screen just completely goes black and I can't do anything for some reason. So there's some weird technical bug with that happens occasionally in this game that I can't figure out. But yeah, well, I guess that takes us out from where we were. So if I go back, I was Tools of the Woods. Actually, no, this isn't the one I was in. I was in there. I was in Down by the Lake. Yeah, so anyway, I don't want to run back through the level again. You guys just saw. There's actually more to that level after that. If you can get past that beast character, there's some more stuff that goes on. Um, but I think we've seen enough of Feist to get an idea of what Feist is all about. I definitely recommend this game from what I played so far. Like I said, I'm gonna have a full review up on the site here, coming soon. Um, but it's just a really cool game. Like I said, I mean, I've said it multiple times, but it really harkens back to Inside and Limbo. It's clearly inspired by Playdead's classic games, and I think it wears its influence as well. The art style's striking, the sound, the gameplay, and the puzzle solving has that organic, just environmental storytelling that I love about those Playdead games. It's on display in Feist here, and yeah, I think once again there's no dialogue, but the story is something you can get behind. You're this creature. You're trying to get away from these beasts that are judging by that first guy we came across, looks like they're trying to eat you at some point. So I think this is all a story we can get behind, just kind of escape and survival. So I just love what I've played of this game so far. I definitely recommend it. I think it's $15 on PSN right now, and Xbox Live. It's on the PC as well. Like I said, it just kind of came out of nowhere. So look this one up. If you're at all a fan of Playdead, look this game up. You will enjoy this game. There's no doubt in my mind. So the developer, Bits and Beasts, follow them at Feist Game, Feist, on Twitter. Finicky here. But follow those guys on Twitter, Finjico, Finjico. They also helped in the development of this game. Not sure in what regard. Not sure if they helped with bringing it over to consoles or in what respect they were involved. But Finji, a part of this game as well, at Finji, Finjico, on Twitter as well. So check those guys out. I'm Ben, Piccolo930 on PSN, on Twitter. Follow me there. At The Short Pause is the Twitter handle for the website. Pissed me off, but at The Short Pause on Twitter, www.shortpause.com is the website, so follow us on there. We follow the gaming industry to the best of our ability, so we got news, reviews, our podcast goes up there. Once again, Short Pause Gaming Podcast, iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Google Play. We're in all those places. Check us out there every single week. The podcast posts every Monday. We talk about everything going on in the world of gaming, so you can get our thoughts on all that good stuff on there. And like I said, go check this game out now. It's a good time. I think you guys are really gonna like it. The Thursday Night Indie Spotlight is every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be back. Try and be back next week. Should be able to be back next week. Some of the holiday stuff is kind of iffy coming up, but should be back next week for sure. We'll pop in another game, play it for a little while, see what it's all about. So come and check us out there. It's always live on our Twitch channel here, every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. So once again, this is Feist. Check it out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Thanks to everybody who stopped by, tuned in. We appreciate it. Brent, have a good evening, bud. I will talk to you later. And I'll talk to everybody else out there next week, 10 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, everybody. Good night.